Yoga for healing. What's up? What's up? I have on the table specific planetary and zodiac signs. Because Venus, which is Aries, is squared with Jupiter, Cancer. And the Sun is Pisces sextiled with Uranus, Taurus. And of course we have our waning moon. All of this is representing renewal, cleansing, communication, support, and opportunities. And if you're on your North Node, everything should be pretty much at ease. You should be resting and rejuvenating with this spring equinox coming in. Being ready and grounded and full of energy for these new opportunities coming in. And since these are important today, we're going to pull some energy for each one of these areas. Aries, Pisces, Uranus or Taurus, and Cancer. And we know Venus, of course, is all about love and relationships, harmony, balance, sexuality. And Jupiter is about the faith, fortune, generosity, growing and expanding, which is also Cancer. We also have to look at Venus with rulers in Taurus and Libra. And of course that Sun with the strength and courage, inner power. And Uranus representing these transformations and the significance of the change. Being creative, being a trailblazer. Being ready for what's expected and what's unexpected. Also with that Aquarius energy. So, let's get into this and see what's in store. We're going to start with the oracle and see just what the energy is in general. See what aspects it gives. And we'll also pull Toro to get more deeper. I think this is very significant to have mask at the bottom of the deck, because this is a time where those that are trying to hide their true feelings, still wearing a mask, pretending, living in their own illusions because they want to be in a delusion, gaslighting themselves, hoping that they can pick up some other ones along the way that would feed on that gaslighting. The personification that they've created for themselves that they feel now the pressure of, because they can't hold up that light while they're trying to dim yours. Because what they're holding is not true. It's a mask. These are born masqueraders. They're afraid of their own shadow. And this full moon is going to bring in a lot of light that's been hidden, that they thought they were doing under that moon. What do we need to know about Venus and Aries? Love call. Either those not expressing their true love and those not accepting these phone calls that are of gaslighting. Messages of love of someone that's thinking of you that you have been removed from. I see it as protection. Being blocked. Because you are evolving and growing, going to the next phase. You've been doing the work, healing your inner child and releasing the past. And Jupiter and Cancer, what is it that we need to know? In this aspects of the Jupiter and Cancer, there are some that are lacking confidence and self-sabotaging because of their fear that's being brought to light of how they have conditioned thinking and replaying things, and they have to try to make it through this transformation. They want to hop on this new path. It is time. That portal door is not open. There's a blooming romance, though. We'll see what's going on with this. With someone feeling lack, still living in the past and wanting to ascend. That has been a common message for those that have been masquerading, pretending, while still living in the past, still bound to their ways that are self-sabotaging, binding themselves. And then we have the Sun and Pisces that's sextiled with Uranus, Taurus. And being at ease and less stress, you're being in isolation. You're not meeting up and talking. You're not looking to build friendships right now. You're still working more on yourself and finding answers. But when it does come in, it will be an unconditional love because of the self-love and wholeness that you have. Uranus and Taurus, what do we need to know? Those that are not making the change, being stubborn, are missing an opportunity of abundance. Those that are narcissists are going to have issues with this moon. This new moon phase, there's a lot of chaos that a lot of us that are in peace and relaxing, still doing our thing, are not concerned with. We're just watching. While still serving our purpose, doing as we are guided. There's a group that is dealing with this, some kind of squad. A tight-knit group they call their soul tribe or family. Or even those that maybe they went back and reconnected with that they should have left behind, and that's why they self-sabotage. Staying stuck in the old ways, what's comfortable, because they are in fear of change. Well, we all know if you get too comfortable, it's time to make some moves. Doing the research, learning more, and gaining insight is what the move should be always. Someone may be studying you, trying to see what's going on with you, because they're not in communication. What do we need to know about this incoming call in reverse? They don't want to spill the tea. They don't want to reveal their secrets, so they are avoiding you at this time, because at this time they are aware that you know too much and they are stuck while you are ascending. And they may be facing some legal matters at this time. What do we need to know about them self-sabotaging, being stuck in the past? Instead of ascending, they're wanting to take some fast action. They think the wait is over now. They should make a move. As the phone rings, it's confirmation. Hold on one sec. Yes.
Hey, do I still have mail coming here?
I'll check today to see if any comes. I don't know about the other days. I haven't seen any, but Cameron may have gotten them.
I don't have any mail like in a drawer right now because I'm by the house. So I can come pick it up if it is.
I'll be right back. 1 second. Huh?
I was just wondering because I haven't received any mail yet.
Oh.
But I
Well,
figured I'll be fine without that.
all right.
All right, thank you.
Thank you. Love you.
Love you too.
Bye. Sorry about that. That was my oldest. They see you're lifting off. They don't want to spill the beans 2 times in a row. We see coffee cups with beans on the table. I don't think they're going to be able to stop these beans from being spilled. Looks like they're already out on the table and spilled. What do we need to know about this coffee cup in reverse? Not meeting up, not talking, not wanting the truth to be spilled. They know that it would be a deep conversation and they would have to be blunt and honest, especially with this energy out. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Is this upside? Okay. They don't want them receipts to get validated. They don't want them receipts to be validated. They feel like if they keep hiding, the truth won't be revealed. Well, keep on hiding. The truth's still coming out. Everyone, and we were told, must live and walk in your truth, not in your pretend truth, but your real truth. That DNA, the code, the one that you don't want to be known of how you've been moving. What do we need to know about Uranus and this abundance in reverse? Graduation wants to come out, leveling up. They have to level up in order for their money to come up and their manifestations. They may be learning now that root chakra ain't nothing to play with. Them kinky ways have gotten them caught up. Being a narcissist, them not paying attention to these planetary alignments, their own natal charts, and what's going on. They thought they were controlling something. They thought they ran the show. Yeah, they were a part of the show. You're keeping your guard up. You're using your authority, your wisdom, and you're protecting yourself because you're at peace. And you're only accepting anything or anyone, person, place, or thing, only in honesty and truth. And you may be blunt. Maybe they can't handle that. You're a high priestess. I am loving how this is coming out. So nice and clean. Easy breezy and smooth. The energy is flowing. It's coming out very blunt and honest. What do we need to know about this love call in reverse? Love call in reverse. Ooh. You're standing your ground, being resilient, being cautious in your defense. They're trying to block justice. They're hiding. But in the meanwhile, they're fighting. They can't run from this because they're bound to it. This devil card has never come up so much as it has in the last week or so. And I've noticed it in other readings also. That devil card be on their ass because they are bounded. Just as this shows, they're blinded, living in their own illusions. But this Jupiter and Venus squared, they're not going to be able to stop this ascension and this liftoff that's occurring. Who is this bound? King of Pentacles is stuck. They're hoarding their energy. We have fire, air, and earth out here. Earth heavy. This King of Pentacles that wants to take some kind of action but has self-sabotaged and stuck and blinded is now trying to hoard and hold on to his energy. But there's a Two of Cups nearby. And this is in that Venus squared with Jupiter. This King of Pentacles wants to hoard your energy and theirs. They want to take off. They think that is justice. They don't like that you're standing your ground and protecting yourself from this love offer. What does this King of Pentacles need to know with their hoarding, selfish ass? This Queen of Cups has her back turned to them. Do you see this? She's not paying him a never mind. She sees and she has courage. Very wise and psychic. Telepathy. Clairs. All the clairs are significant. Especially with this Pisces and Sun being out here. This is a feminine that's balanced in her masculine and feminine energy. That's blunt and honest. And what is going on with Uranus? Heartbreak. Because someone didn't graduate. They didn't level up. They couldn't take this honesty, these changes, the transformations. And they lost their Ace of Pentacles. They're not able to go out and splurge and spend and do what they call manifestation. They're not secure. What about this Queen of Cups energy? What do we need to know about this justice that's coming in? She's not giving and she's sitting pretty. She has no concern, nothing to do, and does not feel obligated in any kind of way. She's not accepting or giving anything to anyone that's selfish and has not put in the work on themselves. Someone that's not honest, can't be blunt, not living and walking in their true purpose in their life. Still clinging on to material 3D accolades. Still overindulging in things that they know are not good for them. Now they're sitting in heartbreak, wanting to heal, while you are recovering. Repressing emotions is what they have been doing. Not being honest. Them being in fear, not leveling up, has cost them a lot. And this may be a Taurus or Pisces or Aries or Cancer. Heavy in those that may resonate chart. In specific places, you have to know what your natal chart is. When we talk about decoding, there's decoding all over the place. Justice is you not giving in and sitting pretty in your rightful spot. You're not alone, so they like to call it, because they don't see others around you. But you're satisfied and fulfilled, working on yourself. And what's going on with this recovery of 3 of Swords reverse? Those stuck in the past are being revealed. They must have the confidence. They see your happiness and your growth while they're stuck out in the cold. And they are losing sleep. They are in stress and worry during a time where we should be relaxing, giving self-care, at peace. They are dealing with stress and sleepless nights and financial loss. This weight, they want to pretend it's not there and it's not heavy. Let them, because only time will tell. Spending time wisely has been a message in these messages. We've been given the signs. We've been given the warnings. We've been given the guidance. But some refuse to look in the mirror because they can't accept their kinky ways and their obsessions. But that's not our fault. This is justice. Now they sit at night, awake, in their misery, thinking of all the possibilities they have lost. As you rise free-spirited on an adventure because you took the risk on yourself. You didn't have to team up with others to get accolades of others and praise of others while you went through this journey alone. Minding your own business, being guided, keeping your strength, staying honest, escaping and avoiding, blocking and pushing away all the negativity because you knew what's at stake. So did they. What is this justice? Stand in your guard. You have hope, expecting your manifestations to come in, and you are at peace, balanced, in harmony. You depleted the fuck out of them because they can't keep up. They're hoarding and holding on to their pennies. This King of Pentacles is blocked and stuck in their own self-illusion, unbalanced and distorted. There's no confusion, and you've made it very clear where you stand. You're back to them at peace and balanced through this portal, through these alignments, flowing through the transitional stages and phases of life, while others just say, oh, I'm just living. This Queen of Cups came to her breaking point, had her limit with this twin flame that was trying to mirror her. A soulmate, a connection that had to be broke. And it did, and it was, and it is. Now everything is being out in the open and they want to apologize, but you don't need it. You've forgiven yourself and them. They're trapped, stuck, captive of their own lies, of their own obsessions and their own deceit. This apology that you don't need, what do we need to know? They're conflicted. They're still hot and cold, still thinking about multiple choices, drinking, obsession, spying, and stuck. And the mask has been ripped off. They are vulnerable because they cannot have an open heart. They are not receptive, but they want empathy when they have none. What's to go down with these people? What is it that we need to know? Oh, it's definitely more majority of a divine masculine, I guess. But to be fair, it could be masculine or feminine stuck in their memories, stuck in the past. What do we need to know about this walking away, you being at peace? You have no hidden desires. You speak your truth, you walk in your truth, and you're not conflicted. You're not confused about what's going on. But they are. They're confused on how you know that they're only mirroring your energy. How do you know that they're doing spell work, trying to bind you? What do we need to know about this mirroring? They can't pull at your heartstrings. You're too informed. You came to the breaking point of going round and round with this twin flame. You learned the lessons. What about these lessons? Connecting on a deeper level. The complex feelings. Heartfelt. They couldn't hang with that. This caused conflict. It caused them to remove their mask. They see that you're moving away, but they wanted to move in with you. What about this depth? What do we need to know about this depth? There is no love blooming because they could not go deep. And you turned your back because you saw their true colors on what they wanted to be a fine romance to keep you stuck in. But you didn't fall for the trap. You ripped the mask off instead. They didn't take that long journey. They wanted to bypass and skip through. But there's no strings attached here. So, good luck to them. Because this is over. It has ended. They must purge, release, and go take care of themselves. And we'll leave this right here. This King of Pentacles wannabe. There's no strings attached. And the universe is working on the behalf of those that are doing the work. Peace.